Good afternoon, MartiManiacs. This is the very long overdue edition of MartiMania. I think the last time I spoke to y'all was like maybe a whole month ago. First of all, let me say y'all like my hair. On my Kelly Kelly today, on my Maurice today, I wanted to try something different because everything is different. Look at the background. It's temp, but it's different for now. For a little while, it'll be this background for about a month, which the way I'm going, that might be the next MartiMania. I don't know. Sorry, it's been really, really busy because we moved. Me and Straight Air Sweetheart and Louie, we moved. We're waiting for our townhouse to be ready, so we're kind of in temporary residence right now. But yeah, so it is what it is. There's so much to talk about since the last time I saw y'all. First, let me get into the merch for the week. Merch this week. Surprise, more ticket stubs. I'm trying not to keep it on camera too long because I know some freaking psycho crazy nut job is gonna find my seat and come attack me at Raw. But these are ticket stubs to the next Monday Night Raw that's taped. That I'll be at, which is November. I don't know, November something. I'm not gonna say the date. Y'all will see me on TV, I guess. The seats aren't that great. I was gonna be sitting by myself, and then I found out that my favorite arena has apparently qualified for platinum seats, meaning the seats I spent $95 on last time are now $300 to sit like ringside. WWE, no, I'm not doing that. That's completely ridiculous. Wow, $300? It's not even a pay-per-view. It's Monday Night Raw, which no offense to Monday Night Raw, but it's just Monday Night Raw. Anyway, so whatever. That's fine and good. Let's see. So we have to run through everything that's gone on in the WWE since the last time I saw y'all. Let's go with the non-important stuff first. Kelly Kelly got released, or she asked for her release. I don't know what happened, but whatever. She's not there anymore. I thought Kelly Kelly was. Well, I thought. Well, I don't know how to feel about Kelly Kelly. I know a lot of people don't like her. First of all, let me say that I get a lot of people don't like Kelly. I always did like Kelly. I thought she was always really, really nice to her fans. And for those of you that know me, y'all know I am really, really big on WWE superstars being fans and being really nice to fans. And although I don't think Kelly gave a damn about the WWE, like she wasn't gonna watch it if she wasn't on it. I really liked that she was so into her fans. I liked Kelly. She wasn't a great wrestler, but a lot of Brodus Clay isn't a great wrestler, but he didn't get half the flack she gets. And I'm really tired of these guys, mostly superstars, calling the girls like hoes and sluts and stuff. Like, really? Cole Cabana went on Twitter and was talking about how she released so many of the superstars. But, I mean, I get he's a comedian as much as he's a professional wrestler. But it kind of aggravated me that he did that because it's like, it's a double standard. How many girls has Randy Orton been with? And nobody calls him a whore. Nobody calls, and I mean, in the Kelly Kelly thing, I'm sure a lot of people know about the thing with her and Chris Jericho. Nobody, not once have I heard Chris Jericho being called a whore. And let's not forget, Chris Jericho is the one that's married with the kids. Yet, Kelly Kelly gets labeled as a whore and a slut and all this. It's not fair. It's just, it aggravates me. And the other divas doing that to other divas, I'm talking to you, I am lady. Look, why don't girls just stop hating on each other so much and start supporting each other? I mean, that's ladylike, to support each other and not hate on each other. Like, why go after Kelly saying how she's a slut and all this when really, one, are you kidding me? You're going to talk about people being sluts? Seriously? Same thing with Melina Perez. They talk so bad about that girl, but she was one of the best female wrestlers I've ever seen wrestle. You don't have to admit it. It's the truth. Her and Michelle McCool are two of the best, probably in my top two, if not my top five. They were amazing wrestlers, and yet all you keep repeating about them is how they're whores. Like, stop. It's terrible. Anyway, so that was one thing. Kelly got released, which I'm kind of surprised. The Divas division is taking a huge turn from the Barbie dolls to the AJs, which I guess is good because more girls can relate to the AJs rather than the Kelly Kellys. But, I mean, I don't know. I liked Kelly, and I'm going to miss her. I hope she comes back one day. I know a lot of people don't, but I like Kelly. I thought she was pretty cool. Seems like they're putting a lot of weight on Eve Torres right now. Like, they expect Eve Torres to be the savior of the Divas division, which I get why. I mean, she can form a sentence. She's smart. She's pretty. I think she's pretty. A lot of people don't. I think Eve is pretty, but she was voted in by the fans because remember she was a Diva Search girl. I don't know if people remember that, but Eve was a Diva Search girl, and she went on to be the one that when they need a diva to look classy and smart, to be smart, sexy, powerful, they tend to push Eve to the front, and they should because I really like Eve too. I like all the divas right now. I even am growing to like Beth Phoenix. I have talked a lot of trash on Botch Phoenix, and it's not because she's dating my all-time favorite, or supposedly dating my all-time favorite superstar of all time, Edge. It's not that. I don't really care about that part. He came back to SmackDown recently, but we'll get into that later. But I mean, there's no diva on the roster with the exception of Caitlyn that I don't like right now. Caitlyn is just, I can't even count the ways I don't like Caitlyn. So anyway, fine, that happened. There's a hot new ref out, which I thought I was the only one that noticed him, but then on Twitter was going off about it. That I think they're calling him Brad Maddox. I don't know if that's his real name. I don't know if he's a real ref. I doubt it because he's kind of cute. I saw him on SmackDown a couple weeks ago, and I was like, man, that ref is freaking cute. And then on Monday Night Raw, he did the thing with CM Punk and the leg on the rope and not on the rope and whatever, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. And they kind of put him on a little pedestal for a little while. I like Brad Maddox. Brad Maddox, you're a winner. So he talked about Brad Maddox, talked about Kelly getting fired. There's been 2 new WWE shows since the last time I talked to y'all. Shows, I know, right? Not Superstars, not Divas. 2 whole new shows. One is Saturday Morning Slam, which I caught twice. I'm not up early on Saturday if I'm not working, and when I'm working, obviously, I can't watch Saturday Morning Slam. It's kind of like Velocity, but like the WWE Kids version of Velocity. It's a pretty cool, it's a WWE show. It's really, really kiddie. Like, if people have an issue with the PG rating, they're gonna hate Saturday Morning Slam because it is so kiddie. It's so, it's kid flavored Velocity. And there was also a new show that debuted last night on Ion. Speaking of which, I'm sorry. Saturday Morning Slam. It plays Saturday morning. I think it's 10 a.m. our time, so I think it's 11 a.m. Eastern time, and it plays on CW. And the new show that debuted last night is what's it called? Main Event, like Saturday Night Main Event, but it's on Wednesday night. And I guess Wednesday night Main Event sounded stupid, so they just call it Main Event. WWE Main Event, it's on Ion on Wednesday nights. So that's cool. It played last night. I actually, even though I tweeted about it and told everyone else to watch it, I actually didn't get a chance to watch it because I was running around trying to buy some food for dinner. So I actually missed it. But so if y'all watched it, let me know how it went because I didn't get to see it. They're starting a tag team tournament right now to see who's gonna fight Team Hell No at Survivor Series. Not Survivor Series, I'm sorry. Excuse me. At Hell in a Cell, but it is about to be Survivor Series season. I don't know if they're still doing Survivor Series. I would assume they are because I think The Rock is like coming back or something for Survivor Series. Or I don't know. Who knows with The Rock? We really, seriously. But yeah, so they're doing that in the bracket right now. I think it's Kofi and R-Truth, Team Hell No, Primetime Players, millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars. Rhodes Scholar, which is the team of Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow, that sounds so awesome to me. I think Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara, who's officially a tag team now. The Usos are probably going to get overlooked yet again. I think there's a couple teams I'm missing, but they kind of just throwing random people together now, like Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel, which It's probably the lightest weighing tag team in the thing, and it's just, I mean, they're both really, really talented, and they could really have a great tag team together. But I just feel like this whole Team Hell No thing is just taking over the tag team division, which I don't have a problem with Team Hell No. I don't. I just wish it could have been later, or that, some other teams had gotten a shot first, because this team just kind of came out of nowhere. And the thing AJ was saying, primetime players wasn't going to get their shot at the title because they hadn't beaten every single tag team, because Team Hell No came out of the blue with a tag team. But my thing is, they didn't beat anybody but the primetime players to make it to be considered contenders, and that's kind of, I don't really think that's fair. I mean, that kind of sucks ass, doesn't it? Like, here's Kane and Daniel Bryan, who don't have anything to do with themselves, so let's put them together. And then you tag teams that have been working your asses off for the last couple months, yeah, y'all don't get y'all shot. Y'all got to go to the side again. You should sweep the Usos away for a second. It's ridiculous. Why would it be that way? That's insane. Like, the Usos are way long overdue for title shots, because the Usos are very talented. And I saw this week on SmackDown or Raw, I can't remember which one, because since all the stars are jumping around, I don't know who's on what show anymore, but the Usos came out and they didn't do their chant at the beginning. That's messed up, because the crowd was really into that chant. I thought I was really into it. But yeah, so that's apparently no more. I think tag teams was the topic of the week, so we'll get to that later on. But yeah, so what else is big news? Oh, John Cena had surgery out of the freaking blue. He just pops up and was like, I'm gonna get my arm scraped. Apparently he has the same thing CM Punk has, with the fragments floating in his elbow joint, which causes a lot of issues. Apparently, I never had it before, so I don't know. But then again, I'm not a big tough WWE champion to have gotten that anywhere. Where would I get that? I don't think you can get it from shopping. But yeah, so he had surgery on his elbow, and it came kind of out of left field. It happened on a Tuesday right after Monday night, which they've been building up him and CM Punk for a while, so just I'm going to go get surgery. He went get surgery, and WWE posted that it was going to take him 4 weeks to recover, and he was very upset about that, because it's actually going to take him closer to 6 weeks. And I guess from what I gather, the way he felt about it, let me stress this for some people, I'm not claiming that I know for sure. Just bits and pieces of what I hear is that he was upset because it gave his fans a shorter deadline to wait for him than is actually true. And, he never ever wants to upset anybody under any circumstances. So he's just upset that WWE.com put out the article kind of prematurely, saying that he was going to be back at this certain time, and he wasn't. So apparently he's coming back for Hell in a Cell, though, because they've made a match with him and CM Punk for Hell in a Cell, which... Is nobody else tired of CM Punk yet? The ratings would say yes, but the WWE Universe and the WWE and whoever else says no, for whatever reason. I'm so sick of CM Punk as a champion. It is way past time to get rid of him as a champion. So, did anyone else notice that when CM Punk, there was a thing last week or the week before, I'm kind of lost. He was sitting in a chair and he had the belt on his lap. Did anyone else notice that the belt was fake? He didn't have the real title. There was a diamond missing. I happen to remember because I counted. The third diamond is missing on the big WWE thing. It was last week, because this week he had the real one again. And his name wasn't on it. And he didn't have his merch on either. He wasn't wearing his own shirt. So I don't know if he lost his bags, or if I don't really know what happened. Maybe someone just had enough and was like, no, you don't get this title, and took it from him. I don't know, but he didn't have it. I thought that was a little odd. Him and Paul Bearer. Not Paul Bearer. Him and Paul Heyman are still a couple. They're still going strong. I found it interesting he called out AJ on their relationship and why he gave her that skip in her step and why he's the best in the world. It was just kind of dumb. I mean, it was funny. I thought AJ was going to go off on him, but she didn't. I wish she would have. She instead just stood there like this. What I would say is, how close is the relationship between you and Paul Heyman? Because they're like this. It's really weird and gross, but whatever. To each his own. I don't judge. CM Punk, whatever you want to do with Paul Heyman is fine. Knock yourself out. But I guess the biggest story to come out since the last time I talked to y'all was Jerry Lawler's heart attack. What the hell, man? That's so crazy. I missed that night of Raw because I was working, but my sister, straight ass sweetheart, she watched it and she texted me and was like, something really weird is going on at Raw. I don't know what's happening, but something weird is going on. And then she said, when I got home, Raw was still on, and she told me the news at that time was that Jerry Lawler had passed out or something, but we didn't know he had suffered like a massive heart attack. That was scary. I mean, you don't realize how important they are to the show until there's a possibility that they might not be there. And I think the reaction of Michael Cole, the reaction of everyone there and participating, I'm glad it wasn't at our show, because that would have freaked me out really bad. I wouldn't have been able to handle that. It would have been tough for me. And I'm sure it's, God, that's a catch-22, because I'm pretty sure he probably, that's what I was saying. Yeah, Jerry the King Lawler, he's been touting, and he did an interview on Raw and all that, so it's really good that he's back, that we can see that he's back and doing better and all that. But that was freaking crazy, man. That was insane. I'm gonna go back to Team Hell No for a second. How funny are these anger management vignettes? Like, it reminds me of when I first started watching Raw and SmackDown when I was younger and I just became a wrestling fan or whatever. There was a lot of vignettes back then. Remember Austin in the hospital with Mr. McMahon and all these different things? It was just like, I mean, it reminds me of the old days. I guess that's all I want to say. Like, the diner. That lady started crying when he said he crumbled the chef all over every dish he served today. The woman goes, and she starts crying. That was so freaking funny. Dr. Shelby is hilarious. I think the whole situation is really funny. You got to do something with Daniel Bryan. You hyped him up that much. Let's do this one. And that's fine, whatever. And Kane really don't have a purpose right now, so let him do that. Randy Orton is back in title contention picture. I've voiced my opinion on Randy Orton many a times, but I'm going to do it again because it's my show and I can do what I want. RK overrated is an understatement. He just keeps getting chances and he keeps messing up, but he keeps getting title reigns, and I think he's going to get another title shot. I noticed they have a thing, his magazine article is called the Anti-Superstar. He should be called the anti-husband or the anti-champion because he hasn't had a belt in a long time, but I think we all know it's way overdue. They're just trying to make sure he can keep his body together and his hand off of weed for a long enough time where he'll be all right. Or whatever he got caught. I don't even know what he got caught with the last time because he's constantly getting caught with something. So, it's me on Randy Orton in a nutshell. Let's see, what else? John Cena needs to come back because this Raw was like one of the lowest rated Raws in history. And it's funny because people complain about John Cena so much, but look at what happened when he's gone. The last 2 weeks have been Monday Night Punk. Like, every 5 minutes CM Punk is coming out. If he wasn't entertaining the first 2 segments, why give him a third one? Why give him a third one? Although I will say this about CM Punk. It's something I agree with him on, which I talk about this almost every week on MartiMania. He was on Twitter talking about how fans use cute words like I just did with segment. He's like, people use words like segment and heat and heel and face and blah, blah, and they like think that means they have an end to the industry. But we don't. We don't know anything behind the curtain. We don't know anything. We just know what these dirt sheets tell us and what we hear other fans who also don't know anything say that we just take at face value and we just decide it's true. That's so dumb. And I've been guilty of it too, but I'm just saying, I don't do it as much as some people. Like, on Twitter, people are, oh, well, you know, so-and-so got heat, and so-and-so is jobbing. Why am I jobbing? Why is he jobbing? Blah, blah, blah. You don't know what those words mean. I'm really glad CM Punk said something about it because it's to the point of ridiculousness now that it happens that often. But, So, I mean, I don't know. I think CM Punk is extremely boring as a champion. I think the more they push him on people, the more people are kind of starting to push back. Everybody's tired of it. Although I find it interesting that no matter how heel he is, there are some fans that want to cheer him on so badly. He'll go out there and be like, I hate everyone with a CM Punk Best in the World t-shirt on. And they'll start a CM Punk chant. What is he putting in his Kool-Aid that these people refuse to stop drinking it? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I don't know what he'll have to do to turn heel. I don't know what he'll have to do to turn heel all the way because WWE keeps pulling the trigger on him, and the WWE fans just keep dodging the bullet because they want to like CM Punk so badly that they don't even care that he doesn't like them back. It's weird. That's a new one for me, guys. That's a new one for me. I've never seen anything like that. Oh, something that's also very important that I have to talk about that's important to me and it should be important to everybody. The WWE Stand Up to Cancer thing, the partnership with Susan G. Komen. It's a really big thing. I've said it for years because the NFL does it every October where they all wear the pink gloves and the pink cleats and all that. I don't know why it's taken WWE this long, but I'm really, really glad they did. The only thing that kind of upset me a little bit, I just ordered my Salute the C Nation stuff. If I'd have known there was going to be a breast cancer campaign, clearly I would have waited. Clearly. For those of you who don't know, my grandmother died of breast cancer. It's been something that's been in my family. My mother was diagnosed a year ago. She took care of it. It was stage 0, actually. It was pre-stage 1. So, thank God, many, 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 many thanks that she is healthy. It's just something that was very close to me and my family, and it means so much to me. I heard John Cena was the cause behind it, and I know I talk about him a lot. I know I'm going to get flack for this, especially from some people on Twitter. I'm not claiming I knew about it or anything. I'm just saying to John Cena or whoever came up with the campaign, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You don't know how much that means to people that have been affected by it, like I have and my family has, and women all over the world have. So it's really important to me that you or whoever took the stance took it, because it's pretty big. I kind of tear up every Monday night now when I see the ribbon on the ramp and the pink rope in the middle, and like not only John Cena's merchandise campaign, but the whole thing. Everyone's coming out with the pin on their shirt. Everybody's, the Stand Up to Cancer thing. Everybody's bringing signs, and it's just. I even noticed the guy with the We Hate Cena shirt that is kind of like a little celebrity, kind of like Rick the Sign guy. They're not celebrities, but if you see him, you're like, oh, he's here. Cool. The We Hate Cena guy had a shirt that said We Hate Cancer this week, and it's just, I just think it's a really, really cool thing, and I'm really glad you guys are doing it, and I hope y'all continue to do it every year during October, because it's like I said, something that touches a bunch of people. I know it's not just me. I know it's not just my family. There's millions of people that it affects, and it's just really cool. So, before I get emotional, let's get to the topic of the week, please. The tag team division. Millions of Dollars came out this week in Suits. Yeah, Darren Young. That was pretty phenomenal. I enjoyed looking at that. He has a rhinestone comb now. So anyway, the tag team division is very interesting. I personally am a Primetime Players fan. I am a Tyson Kidd fan, so whatever Tyson Kidd does, I am 100% behind. I am a Uso fan. I am, not really a Santino fan. I don't really care too much. I'm not really that big of a Sin Cara fan either. I've seen him in person. It's pretty cool when he makes his entrance and all that, but I mean, it's just, that's it. Rey Mysterio, I've been so tired of that little diva for years now, so I can't even get into him. But yeah, so that's it for the topic of the week. I really hope the Usos wind up with the title at some point in the game. I don't know what they're going to have to do, because I don't know what they've done to get this scarlet letter on them about it, about the tag team division, that they refuse to let him do anything. But yeah, so I gotta go back to something really, really quickly. I'm sorry, I'm doing this by myself this weekend. I don't have any map or notes or anything. It's not written on my wrist like The Rock. I don't have any debate notes. How funny was the debate, by the way, that the Big Show leaned on that podium and it just fell to pieces? I said on Twitter, is the podium made of Jenga blocks? Like, what the hell was that about? He leaned on it and it fell down. Sheamus and his deposition was hilarious too. Lip shits. If you lip shits, what does your arse do? That was funny. I'm surprised Sheamus can be so damn funny. He's hilarious. When you can understand what the hell he's saying, he's really, really funny. I just thought of something else to talk about and I forgot it. Oh, they're teasing at this Ryback CM Punk match. I'm really excited about it. It should definitely be after CM Punk loses the belt, which should have been like CM Punk should have lost the belt last month. But yeah, because Ryback isn't. I don't think we're fooling anybody by saying he's ready for a major title at this point. He's absolutely not. So that shouldn't be even talked about yet. But I like that they keep hinting at it. Like Ryback will come out and be like, "Hey, what the hell?" Mick Foley too was there. He kicked Mick Foley. CM Punk did for no reason. Do we need to kick Mick Foley? Life has kicked that dude enough. I agree with what he said though, that you can be a legend and not be a champion. That's absolutely true. It wasn't as easy back then as it is now to get a championship. I have more than 2 hours of footage on YouTube now. Hell, I could be a champion because that's really all it takes at this point. Mick Foley, Roddy Piper, all these people were known for being champions. They were known for being legends and for being greats at their job. So I thought Mick Foley's promo was poignant. I thought it made a lot of sense. I didn't really get the thing with John Cena in the pipe. I did think it was funny when he goes, "That's what you call a pipe bomb." That was funny. I will give props where props are due in that case. It was quite hilarious. So, I think before I start to ramble, for now, that's all with this week's edition of MartiMania. Hopefully I will see y'all sooner rather than later. I'm so sorry about all the delays. But I want to thank all my subscribers, all the viewers, all the Marty Maniacs, all the followers, everyone who does anything with MartiMania. I really appreciate it. And I will try to keep doing what I'm doing to the best of my abilities. And y'all keep doing what y'all are doing. If you didn't like anything about this show or you want to add something in next week's show, at MartiMania for the show. If you don't like me or you have something to say about me, at Marty05 for me on Twitter. I guess that's it for now. I'm not sure if Outside Interference will be back. I don't know what's going on with Straight Edge Sweetheart, but we'll see. Until then, until I see y'all next time, that's it. Try not to step out.